urban to me stands for you are black and needy. That's my acronym for it. And that's mainly how I see our people. They are black and they are needy. They are in need of all of the things that to support life because they're not producing. As long as you don't produce the things you need, you are in need of goods and services that someone else is producing and selling to you. So to me, city is an acronym for concentrated in tiny yards. You're concentrated in tiny yards. You need space. Space gives your brain a chance to expand, a chance to feel new things, learn new dimensions, gives you a lot more options than when you're concentrated. Just the pressure of being concentrated. Too many people around, too much competition, too much noise, too much pollution, too much expense.
Race pain, people are people everywhere, yeah, ooh, 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 yeah, ooh, 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 yeah. Are people, yes, people, every people, most people, ooh, 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 yeah, ooh, 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 most people in pain. Yes, the pain and pain today. Oh, wow, it must be the devil.
We need to rethink everything that we've been taught and really ask ourselves, why are we in this position of constant enslavement? And the real root cause of it is because we're not producing goods and services and we have lost the will to do for self. You worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even weekends, and you spent that money as soon as you got it, living from paycheck to paycheck because you were totally dependent on somebody for a roof over your head, but you paid rent, for electricity to the power companies, for gas or oil, more power companies, to the corner grocery store, to the supermarkets, to the transportation system.
It must be the devil. Must is be the devil. It can't be Rockefeller. It can't be him, no Lord. It can't be DuPont, no Lord. Can't be no Lord, no way, NASA, no way, Jose. Can't be them rich folks. They's good to us. 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 I know that Master told me so. I see it on Channel 7.
So you worked just to give it all back, and you never had a chance to reinvest in yourself. Contrast that with, the European model, where many of them inherited land. Again, big issue. We didn't inherit much land. But those who did, many generations later, are still on hundreds of acres that are still in their family's name. So their youth grew up always having a job, without even having to go for interviews, without ever having to stand in line, without ever having to worry about what somebody thought about how they looked or what they were wearing, because they could inherit that family business. Whether it was raising cattle or hogs or chickens or pine trees or quail or a tile business or whatever business they inherited, plumbing, carpentry, all of that, skilled labor, they inherited wealth that passed on intergenerationally. We start out from zero each generation because the only thing we're looking for is a job. And to me, jump out of bed on the journey of the broke to be just over broke. And that's mainly where you're going to stay. Because unless you make a lot of money, and then what do you do with it? The more money you make, the more money you spend. It doesn't free you, it just allows you to buy more stuff you really don't need. The core problem for African Americans or black people in this country is that we are still languishing under slavery's imagery. Therefore, our people subconsciously wish to run as far away from the land as they possibly can. That's why I coined that phrase, anti-agricultural backlash. We don't want to think of anything related to the land as positive. I speak to a lot of young black people. They think we're crazy to farm. They think it's too much work. Now, mind you, they've never experienced it or done the work, so their imagery is coming from some place where somebody else told them, oh, how terrible it was. So they equate farming to slavery. And as long as that equation is there, as long as they're doing that, they'll never really see it for the liberation move that it really is.
It can't be apartheid. It can't be imperialism. Jimmy Carter wouldn't lie. Then you hear him saying his State of the Union message, I swear on Rosalind's face-lifted Catatonia, I wouldn't lie. Nixon lied. Haldeman lied. Dean lied. Hoover lied. Hoover sucked too, but Jimmy don't. Jimmy wouldn't. Jimmy ain't lying. It must be the devil. It can't be capitalism. It can't be national oppression. Now, wow, no way. Now, go back to work and cool it. Go back to work and lay back just a little while longer till you pass. It's all going to be all right. Once you're gone, give me that last bit of silver you got stashed there, sister. Give me that dust now, brother man. It'll be okay on the other side. Your soul be clean, be washed pure white. Yes, yes. Yes. Oh, wow. Now go back to work. Go to sleep. Yes. Go to sleep. Go back to work. Yes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Is because when you can buy a piece of land and build a house and have a garden and raise your food, there comes a point in time where you no longer have to pay to stay. You now own the piece of that rock. You now become able to grow your own food. I have wood stoves. I can cut wood. I can stay warm in the winter. Don't need the power company. You can put in solar panels. You can get off grid. You can still have all the amenities that you're used to having as, as Westerners, because at the end of the day, we're still Westerners, but you have a lot more freedom in your life. And I wish that we would make big moves towards buying land and seeing that as a liberation move instead of a backwards move. But it can be a quiet revolution where you just kind of disappear and do your own thing. And I think that's the smart move. So I would encourage all young families particularly, and, get you some land.